Welcome, I'm Antonella from the Nonino family. I am in Hamburg to meet Jörg Meyer and Marian at Le Lion.
Hello, my name is Jörg Meyer. I'm the owner of Le Lion Bar de Paris here in Hamburg, and I'm meeting here today with my team and Antonella Nonino, one of the persons behind Nonino Grappa. And we want to inspire you and talk about Be Brave and Mix Grappa. Welcome to Le Lion.
Oh, I'm very excited and thank you very much.
Pleasure's all mine. I hope you understand. The first thing we have to try if somebody brings a bottle of liquor to Le Lion, and I know you hate me a little bit for that, just a little bit, it's okay. We have to mix a basil smash. So now we mix I think you used, so technically both bottles is the origin of the grappa. You started how to do grappa, is that right?
See, this is the grappa that Orazio, the great-grandfather, produced, and it is, we still produce now. Today. And it is obtained from different variety of leftover wines, tresda or vinaccia, as we say in Italian. And what is very important is the quality. So Papa and Mama realized that the quality starts from the primary product. And so we collect the same day the winemakers press to make their wine. We bring in the distillery, we do a fermentation in stainless steel tanks in order to bring with the artisanal distillation with pot still, batch copper pot still, the freshness of the grape, the aroma of the grape, a little bit greeny, a little bit of licorice, but fresh of grape in the grappa.
And you explain, so how you call this grappa? Is that arti? No, how you call it? What's the name of the bottle?
We say Tradizione Nonino. So it's our story. It's our story. It's the beginning of our story. See, grappa. There we start.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. And so Marian asked me, okay, because you explained me that it's the same product in these two bottles.
Yes.
This has a little bit more ABV.
See.
We had to go for this one for the basil smash. You will understand. You know, it's all about. And I have to say, it's tasty, it's really tasty, it's different, but in a good way. So normally when you would say, maybe when you're not experienced in mixing grappa, you are maybe a little bit afraid of, it can be an unusual taste. And here it's very elegant and it brings some unusual fruitiness, and I think it's very compelling, and I think it's very, what's the English word? I think it's something like everybody, everybody will like.
Oh, it's fantastic.
No, it's really, it's unusual taste of...
It's a compliment for Nonino.
Yeah.
Grazie,
it's still a basil smash. I like the freshness, but for sure there's a definitely different finish.
With an Italian Nonino touch.
I like that. Viva. Okay, cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay, allora, as I learned. Allora. So you brought wonderful variations of grappa, and I've tried to understand, and hopefully I explained it right. So what we normally do as a bartender is we pour it in a glass. This is how I mix cocktails. If somebody brings a new liquor, I smell it, and hopefully somebody's immediately coming to my head, which reminds me of, oh, I can try it maybe like this. For example, I had for all of them this idea. Let's say this one reminds me 100% I smell it, I was like, that's bourbon, which is not. But it's very interesting. And then you try, this is how I start mixing unusual spirits. And then I think about what is in the bourbon world, what drinks can I do with this, and then I see how they taste. You brought, we talked about it before, the original grappa, which, if I get it right, and please correct me if I'm wrong, It's a mix of different trestas, which you distill the Nonino way. So you get from wineries different grapes, and it's our tresta. It's not pure grapes, just the rest of the, not the rest, but what's left over of the wine production, and then you make grappa out of it. And then there's something, I forgot the word. What's the word?
Monovitigno. This is really the Nonino revolution.
Explain on me, explain them.
Giannola and Benito, 1973, after experimenting, they had the idea to distill Monovitigno grappa from single variety of leftover wine to bring in the grappa the characteristic of the vine of origin, starting with the Picolid, that is really a legendary grappa nowadays that we can taste in purity, but beside the beautiful Moscato, the Merlot, the Chardonnay, the Ribolla, where you really have all the flavors and the smell of the vine of origin. And this can be interesting, especially in mixology, I think. Or in...
So what we have here is like the evolution of grappa, if I get it right. So we have classic, and then your...
Monovitigno.
Mama or grandma? Who came up?
Mama.
Mama?
Mama and Papa, Giannola and Benito, 1973.
Mama.
Wow.
Mama came up with the idea and said, hey, let's do single grape. We do something special. We want to be different from all the others. Okay. And then they started to distill tresta from separate grapes.
Yeah.
So, for example, you explained me, very interesting to you to understand, in the Nonino world, and maybe for the others as well, when you have white grapes, like Moscato, the nose is very floral. It's a very floral product. Is it right? I mean, Moscato is amazing.
I love it. It's a really rose petal.
Yeah.
Freshness is very important. This is, I think, sorry, but I think that really Nonino is a unique.
It's okay to be proud of what you do.
Because we take really care. We love what we do. It's the family that follow any step in the productions. Benito with my sister Cristina. I was there for many, many years with them.
So, and when it comes for this one to the red types of grape, they are more like elegant, but a little bit more complex. So this is very, intense. The white ones are boom, hello, Italy,
yeah.
The red ones is more like, hello.
See, it's more...
Okay, so evolution of grappa, tresta, single grape.
Monovitigno. And then the aged
Say
one.
It again.
Monovitigno.
It's like
Monovitigno Nonino. Sì.
Okay.
It's a complex a word made by two. Mono, which means single, vitigno, that is the single variety, single vine.
Okay. And then next step was like, hey, we have single grape grappa, beautiful. And then maybe Mama, I don't know who said that, says, let's put it in barrels.
See, it has always been our tradition.
Okay.
We had, for example, a beautiful grappa aged in wild cherry wood, Cuisinart, that is great-grandfather tradition. And so we started also to see the experiment of Monovitigno grappa in barrique. So we follow a natural aging process and always in small wood.
What's the size of the barrel?
350 or 450, depending on different, for example, oak, limousin, Nevers, or egg sherry, Cuisinart, acacia.
So when I smell grappa barrique, for me it's lots of cacao.
Vanilla,
vanilla is a little bit, but also here it's lots in there. That's prosecco.
Dry raisins, a little bit spicy.
That's very much raisins and spice.
The more you age, usually we have now
really
2,445 barrique. We hope you will come to visit us in Percoto, and we will go in the cellar. That
and you will never come out again.
But that is under seal. It's controlled by the state. Is under seal. This should be the correct way to age grappa.
Okay, I have to think about raisins. This is something I have to think about. I mean, here I definitely already have a few drinks in my mind. Raisins is interesting. We come to the bourbon of Italy. Don't tell the Americans, they will kill you. So it's fun. So what you do here is, if I got it right, you have the
Vitigno
grappa, different types, you blend it.
We age for minimum 8 years, for example, in the Riserva Nonino 8 years, and then we blend to make a beautiful, rich, intense, persistent, naturally persistent
And did
grappa.
you finish it in sherry? Did you tell me that? Sherry?
No, there is also sherry. Sherry ex-sherry,
I got it.
oloroso.
Okay, that explains that. Yeah, very interesting. And then there's something very strange, which hopefully we are allowed to talk about, because technically it's not grappa, but it's the evolution.
Si, yes.
So you started something which I love to death, I have to say.
Thank you.
And because this is really like when you love pisco, and boom, it's different. But it goes definitely, you smell, you're like, oh, we need to do a sour. This is like, we need egg white, we need limes. Let's do it.
Because in UE Nonino, that is a grape distillate, so we take the entire grape without the green part, and we do the fermentation and we distill. Differently from pisco, where you distill the juice of the grape, we distill also the skin. And as in the skin, there are all the different compounds that give flavor and taste. It is a really elegant, but at the same time rich spirit. We are very, for me also is a very emotional drink or spirit, as it is dedicated from Papa and Mama to Cristina and Elisabetta and me, because they wanted to involve us in their family business. Of course, in a family business in Italy, everybody works, especially during the weekend or when we were free from the school. But growing, we were more and more involved, and UE has been dedicated to to me and to my sister. And UE means grape in the language of our region, Friuli. Yeah. So it is a tribute to our tradition. Yeah.
And this is also really interesting. I think I heard some rumors from the team. They came up with some really interesting drinks. So we have to say about be brave, mix grappa, and be innovative, use UE. We need another hashtag for that. Okay, I think now we will pass on to Marian, and he should show us his ideas he had, which drinks he's going to try. And I'm curious to see them and to try them.
Thank you. Cheers.
Sorry, Mr. Meyer, but I need some space now to do the real mixing. So what we're gonna do, we have the beautiful Malvasia, and that name of this product, it reminded me of a relatively new drink we have at Le Lion, which in a short time now became the second most sold drink after the Basil Smash, of course. And in the original drink we have an hibiscus-infused vodka, agave syrup, verjus, salt, and champagne. So we have this beautiful hibiscus flowers from Egypt in organic quality. And what I did, I chose the grappa and infused it with that. So I already prepared the rest of the drink in the stirring glass. And now we're gonna take this beautiful red liquid and give it all together a nice stir. So as a result, we'll have a clear but also refreshing drink, which after it's served, just gonna get topped with champagne. There we go, look at that color. And a bit of champagne.
Antonella, you like mojito?
I love mojito.
You love mojito? I don't know why, because I smelled your white single grape And I know it's very floral, this one. And I had this like, is it a little bit like Rhum agricole? In a very strange way. Is it a little bit like Clarin? There's some very strange rums which are also very floral. Oh. And I don't know why, I thought maybe we should try a mojito.
Fantastico.
Fantastico. And then, you know, this is Moscato. And then I thought, because I'm also a salesman, and I always think about names. Sì. And I thought about Moscato Mojito.
Oh, bello. Beautiful.
Bello, huh?
Beautiful, beautiful, yeah.
I tried to copy the maestro, bello. And, but then you told me that this is also very, so now I'm curious, I did two. I want to try, this is an experiment, if a mojito works with Moscato, or if we go red wine-ish for Merlot, which tastes better, or if we say none of them tastes, we drink it and go home.
Ah,
let's try, let's try, okay.
Let's try. Very curious.
So what I did a little preparation, lots of mint, fresh mint, lime juice, and sugar. And now we add the magic.
Wow.
Welcome to Lulio. Hey. It's what we call high volume drinks, in any case. It's always about 60 to 70 ml for a serious drink. Just give it a little stir.
5 is not enough.
Yeah,
6
you learn
is the
very
recipe.
quickly. Yes. 7 is love.
Love is always the best.
Love is all about it. Okay, so we add a splash of soda. Just a little bit. And for sure, a little bit more ice. So you told me in Italy the weather was rainy?
See, I found the sun in Hamburg.
You come to Hamburg to see the sun?
I'm a lucky woman.
So because we have kind of summer here, we add a little bit crushed ice.
Okay.
To get the summery feeling, you know, we want to have a mojito. So here we go. We make it beautiful. Oh. Yeah, it's too long, but it's okay. I cut this a little bit. Here we go. Wow. And then take your straw.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
2?
Yeah, we do 1 for each.
Okay.
Here's 1 extra. So this is the...
Che belle. Moscato.
See, I'm curious to hear. I would taste as well, so...
Buonissimo. Buonissimo.
Buonissimo. Okay.
I like it very
much. Okay, let's see which is more buonissimo.
See?
What's more buonissimo?
Cheers.
What's Italian from better? Not better, but
meglio. Telling the truth, this is more elegant.
I thought you were right. And now I try. Okay.
Difficult to choose. Always.
I want to try.
Always difficult, but this is bam.
So this was buonissimo?
See? And this is an elegant mojito. What is interesting, it works.
Yes.
It works.
That's, yeah. It's a very unusual taste, but it's still refreshing.
It's unusual.
Yeah, there's some very addition to the... Okay, there's a long aftertaste.
Very,
a long aftertaste.
Very rich, no?
Very long. Ooh.
Buono.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's nice when you want to taste again. That means that it works, no? When you want to go back and taste again.
I think maybe we go for the... This is better. Both are good. For me, I think, okay, Moscato Mojito, we have the O, but to be honest, Merlot Mojito will work as well.
Very nice.
This is a little bit more interesting.
Elegante.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, I think. Affascinante.
It is. What?
Seducente. Seductive mojito.
Okay.
Because you never tasted a mojito like that, I think, no?
This is... You have the fruitiness, but maybe it's a little bit too unusual and too... You know,
it's like a bump.
It's very strange.
Maybe too much.
Good. It's a good taste, but it's a little bit aftertaste. It's a bit like... But this,
Very nice.
I think I will be a little bit tipsy in a moment.
Buono.
Buono,
veramente buono.
I think Merlot Mojito, something we should look at.
Great. Cheers.
Be brave, mix grappa.
Grazie Jorg! Vuoi sapere qual è il mio cocktail preferito? Nonino tonico, ovviamente, con Grappa Nonino, migliore distilleria del mondo 2019, ghiaccio, una fetta di limone, qualche goccia di limone, un po' di acqua tonica e un rametto di rosmarino. BRAVE MIX GRAPPA è una meraviglia! È facilissima da fare! 3 CL di grappa 43, olè, poi una fetta di limone che c'è già dentro, qualche goccia di limone e poi un po' di acqua tonica, a seconda che hai piacere di averla più o meno alta di gradazione. E poi ovviamente un rametto di rosmarino del mio gusto. Cin cin, evviva ragazzi, vi aspettiamo in distilleria, a Percotto!
Poi made of
Soy.
Friends, so don't forget, be brave, mix grappa, but very important, eat in between.
No?
Oh!
don't do that.
please. Are you curious too, eh? Lovely. And what's this cacao touch?
She got me there. Might have added a little bit of Dutch cacao. And the rest is a hint of Borghetti and espresso. And
Cheers.
the Uva Bianca.
Salute, viva! Be brave, mix grappa. With a touch of Dutch cacao.
So, now we want to mix the 8-year-old Reserva Nonino, and then our mind is going on something very special. We want to show you what's going on in our mind when we smell this glass. Are you ready for a surprise?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you clap in your hands? Here we go. When we smell this, we think Manhattan.
Oh.
Try it.
Interesting. Great.
So, as you all know, Manhattan is very simple. It's technically American whiskey. Nowadays, maybe it's a Nonino Riserva, 8 years. Technically, it's red vermouth, but for sure it's Italian red vermouth, hello. And a dash of bitter, stirred. And I think it fits very well. You get the chocolate. I think it's very interesting.
Really?
Smell this. This is bourbon. And this is your...
Oh.
I think it's very interesting.
Ah, yeah.
It's not the same, but there's some...
Incredible. Fascinating.
So what I think, when we think about this bottle, we think all drinks American whiskey, which can be whiskey smash, whiskey sour, Manhattan, Morgenthaler sour. Yeah, might be. Yeah, a little bit. Might work. Yeah, might work. There's a mixture of American whiskey. Yeah, that could be interesting. That's all Italian. We have to do a Morgenthaler sour. You know what a Morgenthaler sour is?
No.
It's bourbon and amaretto. As a sour. That could be the all Italian sour. Could be Nonino, amaretto, Paching. We have to try that once. Yeah. But I think we have another great idea, Henry.
Paper plane.
Oh.
Paper plane. You know, paper you tried yesterday. Paper plane, a classic American whiskey drink, but we flipped it a little bit, and now we will flip it again.
With Amaro Nonino.
See.
Great.
Okay, let's do it.
So yeah, paper plane, a drink I know you know very good, because when it was created by Sam Ross in 2007, he started with Amaro Nonino and was since then always inside. So we take a bit of that. Instead of the bourbon, we go for the 8-year-old Grappa.
Oh.
And so back in the day, Sam Ross at first took Campari. Then nowadays a paper plane is made with Aperol, which we don't have. Well, we have Campari, but no Aperol. So instead we took Midi from Belgium. It's a relatively new, flavored fortified wine with fennel, and it's really nice. And it's gonna work out very well. And to make the sourness of the drink a bit more elegant, we go again for Verjus.
I hope we could inspire you a little bit to be brave and to mix grappa. I think it's really worth to look at it.
We are Italians, we are proud, we are happy, and the family loves, of course, grappa. So thank you very much. It was a great experience. We wait for you in Percotto, Friuli, to taste together and discover the art of distillation Nonino.
Yes, and if there is any question, I guess the people can contact you.
See, with great pleasure.
Yeah, and
please contact me.
Whatever your question is, let us know. Put it somewhere in the comments, send us email. We try to answer everything. Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
Salute.